So the next step after that is we start working on these guys, as you recall. Let's put this back in here. We work on these guys. Now we're starting to leave the realm of the Mercury. We have to start doing Jupiter techniques of sliding things in, and this is where we're going to start losing the crossover here a little bit. So let me show you what I mean. Ultimately, we want to try to get one solid over here so that we can move it into position. Let's do the green and beige because I happen to see it over here. So I want to move this to where it's going to match with this guy over here. I can't do Venuses anymore, or I can't do Mercuries anymore because these are fixed non-bandaged sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a combination of a couple techniques here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this up. Now stick with me with this one. This is moved up. Now what I want to do is I want to put the green in conjunction with a green inner center, a green outer with a green inner, and not so much over here. Because then what I can do is I can roll it in. So how am I going to do that? Well, I need to have the green facing up so that I can pair it like that. To do that, I'm going to have to do the Mercury where I put from here to here and here to here. It's going to screw this up, but we'll be able to get that back in pretty easily. So I'm going to go down, boom, 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 moves it here, do it again. And whatever I do here is not going to screw up what I just did over there. But in any case, I do have the green facing up. The reason why that's important is because now I can move this side up, move it in, and then move it down. So I've got this over here now, so I can roll it into here. Yeah, I messed these up, but don't worry, we're going to deal with that later. So in order to roll this into over here, as you recall, I'm going to go just to the left where the bandaged side is on the right over here, and I have complete control of rolling this wherever I want it to go. I want this to go here. It's not going to do that if I hold it like this. So I'm going to hold it like that until this rolls over here. R, U, R, I. U, R, 1, 2, 3, bang. Not yet. This still has to go over here, so one more I think. And sure enough, there it is. 1, 2. Okay, so there it is over there. Now, just in case you're getting a little skittish, getting a little nervous, we can go ahead and put these back in. Okay. This goes here. Okay, that goes there. Now, even if you screw something up, don't worry, you're not going to knock that out. So first and foremost, somehow that got messed up, but that was easily placed back in. So I got to put these white ones back in. So what I'm going to want to do is turn, but now I want to flip-flop these two, and I'm going to do that by the usual mechanism. I'm going to hold it over here, but since I have to flip-flop these guys, I'm going to turn it like this, and I'm going to do that until I see the red over here and the white over here. 1, 2, 3, boom. Okay, now we turn this back. Now that I've done that, I can simply turn it like so. So we're making use of that strategy. Same thing here, turn this over here. So I want these two to switch. I can hold it here, turn it like this, and then these two will comfortably switch. 1, 2, 3, bang, which they did. Turn it back and move it in. Now I moved kind of fast with that, but it's the same strategies that we were talking about. And this is still in. Now, lest you fear and say, great, that's in, that's in. What about these guys? Well, don't worry about those. If you have two in and the rest not, we can easily fix that because we're right at the side of a non-bandaged side. So if I do that same algorithm, it flips these guys around, holding these two steady. And if you're a little skittish at this point, go ahead and do it. 1, 2, 3, bang. Not yet. 3, bang. So the overall effect is these are okay. You don't have to keep obsessively putting them back in. You can do it later, but if you're like me and just want things to keep clean, then that's fine. So now this is in. So let's go back to the green and blue. There's green and purple, close enough. or the light blue, dark green, so it's right over here. So this has to make its way up here, and I want it to have it to where the green is facing up. So 1, 2, turn, 1, 2, turn, 1, 2, and then very quickly get these guys back. Okay, so the overall effect is that's good over here. This and this got messed up, but we're not going to worry about that yet. That's inevitably going to happen. What has to happen is this needs to turn into here. I need to do it right off to the side of something that's bandaged. So in this case, it should be able to do it. 1, 2, 3, boom. Once more. And there it is. Okay, so we have that in. Now, shall we get these back in? Sure. Alright, I want to move this over here, but let me move... Let's get the red one in first. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, now we'll get the purple one in. 1, 2, turn, 1, 2, turn. And now we have to get these guys in. So how am I going to do that? Well, I can't just turn it like this. So you know what I'm going to do? Move this, swap these two. Then I can move this in and swap it back. Namely because I can't turn it here and put it in. See what that's doing to the white one over here. So this actually has to be this at the side so I can turn it in and then swap it back and then turn it right back in. So once again, move it to the side here. This needs to be where this is. So I'm going to turn it twice over here until I see the white one over here. 2, 3. And I need to see it over here. Alright, so now I turn it back twice. So effectively that moved it from here to here. So now I'm going to move this in, and now this has to move from here to here to move everything back. So I'm going to do the same thing. 1, 2. I'm going to do it until this white one actually ends up here now. Which it did. Turn it back here, turn it in. So I was able to do that using that same strategy. Didn't mess up anything here, and these two that I got in were fine as well. So it's a lot of doing, redoing, and putting things in. Now, instead of getting the rest here, I'm going to start putting these in at the same time, because I find that if I don't do that, and I start putting these in next, I have more of a chance of messing up what I just did. So I'd rather kind of fix that in real time. So green, blue, and yellow. Looks like right here. Yeah. So I'm just going to move this up, turn, and down. Once I have that, as you recall, now it did mean messing this up, but again, that's okay. This is going to have to move in with here. So this is Megaminx strategy, Circle Minx strategy actually. So turn this up here until I roll these guys together. Turn, turn. Now I'm minimizing motions, small motions, so that I don't mess things up. And keep doing this until my greens meet, which they do over here, and turn it in. So now I've got this in, and I make the decision if I want to fix these. And actually I want to do that. This is out, this is out. Now, we have to make a decision here. Rather than roll things in, I could just turn this. And I'm able to do that. I'm able to do that because I can hold this where this bandaged side is here. And by doing the algorithm, all of these switch. Now I want this to go where this green one is. And this is going to be fixed where it is. So I'm going to turn it here actually, for the purposes of moving this over here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. Weird, wild stuff. Okay. So this is in place. These are actually up here where they need to be. As long as I've got two that are in place, these guys can float all around. Getting skittish about that? All right, no problem. 1, 2, 3, turn. So now that's in. Alright, so we brought it back to the center, back to where we need it to be. Turns out these are in too, but that was purely by accident. So red, here's the red and pink, here's the red and pink right over here. So I can easily just rotate that where it needs to be by holding it over here. This is going to be fixed, so that's not going to work. So I'm going to just turn this like so and roll this until this meets here. 2, 3, and roll it down. There it is. Didn't mess up that. What is that? Red? Yeah, red and beige. It's getting late. Here it is, red and beige. So I'm going to do the same kind of thing. Now, we could fix these guys. Now I got to be careful how I fix this, because if I just rotate this up, it's not going to work, because I can't have two and only two that are out and the rest in. That's unsolvable. So I actually have to roll this back. 1, 2, turn, 1, 2, turn. Not a big deal. So now that's in. So now we're going to try the red and beige. And where's the red and beige? Right over here, way down over here. So what I want to do is I want to try to roll this in down to here. I need to turn this upside down. So I'm going to move it over here. I like the red one facing forward. 1, 2. Now let's be very careful what we just did. This got knocked out, but that's okay. As long as I didn't touch these guys, we're okay. So now this is going to get rolled down to here and then up to here. I'm doing this with reckless abandon, knowing what I'm doing here, but again, as long as these guys are intact, we're alright. So here's the red one, and I've got to match this up with the red one. Now to do it with this one. So I could match it up easily with this one. Upon doing that, move it down. Okay, so that's it. All I have to do from here is roll it to where this ends up over here. So I'm going to put it once again to the side, over here. And I'm going to turn this so that this is, I need this to go over here. It's not going to be able to do it initially, so I'm going to turn it here where this is protected. And I'm going to blast this out because it's not going to be able to come here the way it is right now. 1, 2, 3, bang. This is okay. That was put over to here, so now I can move this forward and do it until this ends up here. 2, 3, bang. Once more. 2, 3, bang. And there it is. So these are here, there's a protected. I put these guys in, now I want to rotate, find the red, beige, and pink. Red, beige, and pink right over here. These Megaminx tutorials are marathons. They have a very selective place. Turn, 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 small motions. And that's in. Okay, we have left to fix what we put out, which we can choose to do or not choose to do. I'm going to do it real quick. 2, 3, bang. That's in, that's in. Okay, now the reason that I did that is because this needs to be rotated up. Can't do it from this perspective, so this has to go where this is, turn this to the side, and then do it. And now turn it down. Okay. Guess that's another reason to try to put them in, just to keep your perspective on things. Okay. So, in. Now we're going to go after the blue and pink, which is right here, so that's going to be nice and easy. Hold it here. This needs to come in where the pink is. So let's move it just like this. That way it'll move in nicely here. 1, 2, 3, down. There it is here. Move it in. Okay, blue and green. Way down over here, so we have to tread a little carefully. Doing this is going to deconstruct it, which means putting things back in. but you've got all the skills to do that. So I'm going to move this up. Now I've got a blue one here, so I can comfortably move it into a blue like this. So move this up, turn, move it down. So that's where it needs to be, and then let's move these back down over here. So now that I have this here, this gets rolled over here, holding it in this position. I need to bring this up over here and here. That way this is protected, and this can roll into here. Okay, now that I've explained the technique, I'm just going to go through it fairly quickly. Now this is in, this is in. Now I got lucky because this is also in. All right. Now for the sake of argument, let's see what we got here. This is rolled right, this is rolled right, this needs to be rolled here, counterclockwise, this needs to be rolled clockwise, and this needs to be rolled clockwise as well. So no problem. We'll start off with this guy. This needs to come where this is, so I'm going to roll this up here. Now don't worry, we're not going to blast this out of place, as long as it's facing us here. 1, 2, 3. Alright, see, so it didn't get blasted out of place. Move this back. This is now facing up. This needs to come up over here, so I don't need to do any rolling. And again. And there it is. Alright, so now I have to roll this up. And, okay, my wife is teasing me. So this will move up here. So I don't have to do any reorientations because it's not protected like these guys, and don't worry, these guys won't have any ill fate. Okay. 1, 2, 3, bang. Okay. Alright, very good. So if we want to put these in, we can. Oh, we don't need to, it's already in. Alright. So this is good, this is good, blue and pink, this is good, yellow and green. Okay, here's the yellow and green. It's facing up, which is a good thing. Well, no, because we actually want the yellow up. We're going to put it in based on this guy, not this side over here, but this color. So I'm going to move this over here because now, well actually it doesn't matter to me if this is in or not. I'm going to move this up and turn it upside down. So this to here and this to here. Mercury strategy. Boom, 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 boom. Do it again. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, the horrible things we did to this side. But that's okay. This is now here. I can move this to here and just wheel it down. I've actually fixed it a little bit. All right, now this just needs to get wheeled over to here. Same technique. I'm going to hold it here so that this can find its way here. 1, 2, 3, bang. And there it is over here. So move it in. Alright, now that we've done that, we might as well put these guys back in place. Put the white one back in place. Alright, so we want to get this white one up to here. So that's what we're going to do. This really has to move to here. So turn, turn, turn. The reason why I'm doing it now this way is you can imagine if all of these guys were in, I'd be messing it up again. So now this has to come to here. Turn. Now upon doing that, these two have to switch. So I'm going to hold it here so I can switch these two. 2, 3. And do it again. 2, 3, there it is. Turn and turn. Okay, we're still good with these guys. Okay, now it's not enough for me. I can't just turn this up because all of these are solved. I have to solve with the old-fashioned one here. Just turn, 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 turn. All right, so what do we got? This is in yellow and orange. Yellow and orange right over here. And it's properly oriented because I want to put the orange one in. So, I'm sorry, the yellow one in, so move this up here. Turn this twice, move it down. So right here, and this is going to get rolled into here. Hold it over here to do that. And move it up by 2. This will seal that into position. This will come over to here. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. And again. 2, 3, boom. There it is here. Move it down. Okay. I could work on getting these back in. All I have to do is rotate this. So I'll go ahead and do that now. I have to rotate it like this so that these two will meet. These two are going to be protected. 1, 2, 3, boom, bang. So that's good. Come over here, rotate this. These guys are going to be protected, so I don't, well, not worrying about that anyway. So 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. Okay. So these are rotated up, and these are all back. So now that I have these two in, I'm going to find the corner, the orange, green, and yellow, which is right here. I guess that's, yeah, okay. Move it here and roll it in. Turn, 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 bang, zoom, pow, plop. There it is, and turn it in here. So now this is all in place, and it turns out these didn't get offset. Well, these did a little bit, but I'm actually not going to turn those in yet. All right, let's just move on over to here. Blue and orange. So we're getting there. Did I say blue? Purple and orange? And I've already got a purple one here. So I'm just going to move this into position. Turn it like so. Turn this in. Turn this down. Roll it in. Like clockwork. 1, 2, 3, down. There it is here. Now I'm not going to pause now, I'm just going to keep going. Purple and blue is right over here. So purple's already in, which is good. So we're going to go turn, 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 down. So now this is going to come down to over here. So turn it like so. Put this in place until this meets here. 1, 2, 3, bang, and again. 1, 2, 3, bang, and turn. All right, so now that's in. So I'm just going to roll the right one in, purple, orange, and blue, just to show that you can. First you have to find it. Right over here. So I'm just going to move this up. Now it looks like I may be hopelessly destroying things. I'm actually not. There's a method to the madness here. Turn it in here. Whoops. I had it. Okay. Turn this down. Okay, now this is in. These are all in. Turn this back. Okay. So these are all in. That's what I wanted to do. Now let's fix what we destroyed. This is still good over here. Yeah, there must be two that are out. That's these two. So I need to put one purple one in. It'll be this one. There's also two here. So 1, 2, turn, 1, 2, turn. That's all right. I need to put a green one in here. Turn, 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 turn. This is all born out of all the different movements that we did. So this will work, just all these are skewed a little bit. So let's start rotating these where they're supposed to be. I'm going to move this here. What I want to do is when I rotate it, I want this facing me because that's not going to destroy these guys that I just put in. So this needs to come up to here, this needs to come up to here. 1, 2, 3, bang. That's in place. No, it's not. It's got to be here. Okay, roll it down. That's now in place. Move over here. This has to come up to here, so I'm going to roll this over here until this meets here. 2, 3, bang. There it is. Now that's up. Come over to here. Yep, we've got 2 that are out. We can't have that. So we have another red. That's a problem. Turn, 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 turn. Okay. Right, that'll work. So now we just rotate this one up. Even though this is in, I'm going to sacrifice that. So this needs to turn up to here. One, two, three. Okay, not sure if that happened. Okay, so this is up. And now this has to come up. So turn this here until this ends up here. Alright, so with a little wheeling and dealing, we're able to get things into place. These are fixed, these are not. And down. Okay, so end result, these are put in and everything is where it needs to be.